What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of this week's Fan Mail of the Week. I am your host, UnrealEntGaming. Welcome back, everybody. I really hope you guys had a great week. What a week it has been. So many great announcements, so many great things to talk about. I mean, literally just chock full with great stuff. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I went to go see The Devil's Due last week, and my God, what a film. Jesus Christ. I mean, you know, like, it's movies like this that I wish are released on Halloween. But nevertheless, I mean, I really don't understand why horror movies are always released in January, especially as of recent. You know, you have just so many horror movies over the last couple of years that kept coming out in January. It just makes no sense. But anyways, guys, enough about that. Let's get on with the questions. And once again, guys, I do want to apologize in advance if I do not get to answer all of your questions. I get a tremendous load of messages every single day, and like I said, if I was a robot, I would have gotten back to every single person on the face of this planet, but you know, I'm not a machine, I'm not an android, so I really can't do that. So anyways, guys, let's begin with our first question of the episode, which is from Hey Alex, I love the videos, keep them up. I have a question I need your help with. So there's this girl, we are not dating, but we say we love each other, and we really do, but there are a couple of problems. She doesn't seem like the type of person that wants to be in a relationship, and I'm not friend-zoned, because she doesn't want to fuck, but I do want to be in a relationship, and I don't know, I'm conflicted. Can you help? All right, well, that seems like a one-sided thing, don't you think? Because if she were to say that she really did love you, quote-unquote, and I use that term very loosely because if she were to love you, she were to be in a relationship with you, but that makes no sense. I mean, why would she say she loves you but not want to be in a relationship? When you're in a relationship, that bond begins to grow even more, you know? Now, you're saying you're not friend-zoned, so that's good. At least you're not in that little particular area where you always have to worry or wonder, so you're in the clear. But for her to say that she doesn't want a relationship kind of seems odd to me. Now, girls are a very complex organism, just like men are. I mean, in a certain aspect. To women, men are very complex. To men, women are very complex. So, from my point of view, it just seems like it doesn't make any sense, right? You say you love her and she says she loves you, but, you know, it's like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, all right, so you're saying that she does want to fuck, and have sex or whatnot, but she doesn't want to be in a relationship. Why is that? Maybe it's because she's seeing somebody else. Maybe it's because she has feelings for somebody else. Maybe it's because deep down inside you may not be the one she wants to be with. Maybe she wants to be with somebody else, you know? You have to face facts, dude. I mean, somewhere along the lines, she is going to meet somebody better, because there are people better than us, you know? There are people definitely better than you. There are people definitely better than me. You know, just like there are people worse than you. That's just like there are people worse than me. So we as human beings just have to accept, you know, where we stand in life. You know, there are people that are, you know, far better than us in terms of looks, in terms of intelligence and whatnot, and then there are people that aren't so fortunate. So maybe she's just conflicted with the fact that she doesn't want to be with you, because maybe for now she just wants, you know, to mess around and whatever and get it all out of her system until she really settles down. Honestly, it's weird because, you know, you're not dating, you're having sex, you're not friend-zoned, but she doesn't want a relationship. So it just seems to me that she wants kind of like a fuck buddy. I mean, it may not be like that, and I really don't know how old you guys are, because I can't really say, even though age shouldn't be, you know, a factor in anything, but in most cases when you're younger, you tend to be blinded by, you know, just unmitigated puppy love. And for you, honestly, this is what I would do, right? Let's say I was you and I was with this girl and we were having sex and we were doing all sorts of stupid stuff, but we weren't in a relationship. One day, what I would do if I were you is I would sit her down, right? I would bring her over or whatever. Don't have sex, damn it. If you're going to bring her over to your house, don't have sex. Don't do any sexual things. Just talk to her. It's very important. Bring her over, but don't tell her, hey, I need to talk to you. Just be like, hey, come over. Let's hang out. You bring her over. You guys kick it, whatever. And then you bring it up. You be like, listen, we've done so-and-so. We've been in this situation. We've done this. We've done that. So let me ask you something. What makes you think that, you know, I may not be the one for you? And she might ask, well, what do you mean? You just bring it up. Be like, hey, listen, a relationship is a very is a very special bond between two people. If you say you love me and I say I love you, why not establish that empire together? Why not take that to the next level and possibly just enjoy our lives being together permanently without having to worry about other people conflicting within that, without having to worry about other girls being in the mix or other men being in the mix. Talk to her, just be like, ask her where she wants to do, like, where she wants to go, not do. Ask her what she wants to do. Ask her about how she feels about the situation. Ask her about how she really feels about you. Even go on ahead and ask her, what she thinks your pros and cons are. So whatever cons she gives you, you just improve on that. It's a very interesting thing. But honestly, to me, if you really want my honest opinion, I just think she's keeping you around just for that, just to fuck, be around, not be lonely, and that's just that. So, I really wish the best of luck for you for that. If I were you, the best thing to do is just sit her down and talk. I mean, don't fight, don't argue. Just learn to agree to disagree. That's it. And just, have a chit chat with her. Ask her about how she, perceives things and how she sees things in the future. And then if it goes good from there, just take it. If not, honestly, man, you're gonna have to swallow your pride one day and just walk on out. That's your choice, though. I mean, I'm not you, and you're not me, so we can't really make that distinction. But do what's right for you, man. Just do what's right for you and do what's right for your future. But I really wish the best of luck for you for that, man. So honestly, just I hope everything goes good, man. But thank you for the question. Now moving on to the next question, which is from Black Star Flash. Hey Alex, how's Bear? Question number 1. Who's better, Green Arrow or Hawkeye? Question 2. Name the top 5 shows that you would bring back. Question 3. Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, or Digimon? Damn it. Question 4. Mario or Sonic? Question 5. Who's better, Deathstroke or Deadpool? Question 6. Who's better, Justice League or the Avengers? Well, to answer your pre-question, Bear is doing just fine. Bear is just always going to be Bear, running around, making my life hell, being a super swine. So, to answer your first question, who's better, Green Arrow or Hawkeye? Honestly, I would have to say probably Green Arrow. I mean, I can't really give a direct distinction on why, but I just feel like Green Arrow would have the edge over Hawkeye, I think, in a sense, because Green-Eyed would possess a few more nifty, things than Hawkeye would. So, they're both, excellent marksmen, but in the end, I do think Green Arrow would take that one. To answer your second question, I like that question a lot. All right, top 5 shows bring back. All right, well, I would definitely bring back Dragon Ball Z. I would bring back Courage the Cowardly Dog. I would bring back The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Even though the, Uncle Phil died. I forgot his name. I think it was James something. I forgot. I really feel bad, because Uncle Phil, made Fresh Prince of Bel-Air what it was, and it's very sad to see him pass away. But I really hope I hope his family's doing good, and just I hope he's resting well. I mean, but I would bring back Fresh Prince just to continue off that. Like everybody has a reunion, and then Aunt Vivian pretty much tells Will and everybody like, hey, Uncle Phil passed away, and then the reaction of the family would be devastated. Like have a memorial for him, at least one last episode. So I would do that. So Dragon Ball Z, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The fourth show I would bring back would probably be Ed, and Eddie. That was one of my favorite childhood cartoons to watch. And lastly, if I had to bring back one more show, I would probably bring back Full House, because Full House is really cool. I used to love Full House when I was a kid. So those would be my little 5 shows. To answer your third question, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, or Digimon, that's really hard. That's really, really hard. But honestly, at this point, I would it's a little tie between Pokemon and Digimon, but I would have to say Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Digimon. To answer your fourth question, I would have to say it's me. I'm Mario. That little fucking Mario takes shrooms and then he becomes like 70 feet tall. You can't fuck with that. So Mario all the way. To answer your fifth question, that's very hard. I would have to say Deadpool. I would have to say Deadpool, for the simple fact that Deadpool is just very cunning. He's very relentless, and I think against Deathstroke, Deadpool would definitely be a contender in that realm, so to say, because Deadpool is a very, very unique character. And I mean, I'm more of a fan of Deathstroke than Deadpool, but I think Deadpool would take that one. And to answer your last question, man, I got this so many times: Justice League or the Avengers? Honestly, I am a big fan of the Avengers, but I love Batman and Superman along with, several other characters. But I would have to say the Avengers for this one, honestly. I mean, if you want my honest opinion, I do think the Avengers, because, their lineup is just so immense. I mean, they have such a huge arsenal of characters, and I think the Avengers would fare up pretty good. So thank you for the question, Mr. Black Star Flash. And now, moving on to the next question, which is from Evil Master Gaming EMG. What's up, Alex? How you doing? I'm doing all right. My name is BJ. You are truly one of my best friends, and you make me feel and have a bright day. Anyways, on to the fan mail questions. Thank you, man. Question 1, what are your thoughts on the Avengers 2? Question 2, can you call me Ultimate Gaming? Question 3, what was the funniest memory you've ever had? This includes adulthood and childhood. Damn, when you said adulthood, you just made me feel so old. Question number 4, if a zombie apocalypse were to happen, what would you do? What weapon would you use, and who would you help out? I would grab any weapon and help any survivors I can. Question 5, if you were the creator of Dragon Ball Z, what changes would you make to it? Question 6, can you voice for my cousin, the Savage Saiyans, in our Dragon Ball Z fanfic called Dragon Ball X? You will be voicing as Raikon and Zycor, and if yes, you could do the voice for those two now if you can. Question 7, do you think that Akira Toriyama should give the rights to someone else? I do. If someone had to choose the rights of Dragon Ball Z, I think the best person for it to do is you. Question 8, how was your Christmas last year? Question 9, what are your thoughts on Dragon Ball Epsilon? I think it is a great series and is the coolest new thing. All right, question 10, can I keep this thumbnail that you made, which is one I have right now? If I can't, just give me another one to use. Question 11, how did you do the voice of Titan and Paradox? Thanks for answering the questions, Alex. God bless you, bro. I think you are the best YouTuber ever. Also, live to win like a boss. Alright, you are truly one of my best friends in the whole world. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you, man. That really means a lot. And sure, you can keep the thumb. That's why I made it, man. Alright, well, to answer your first question, thoughts on the Avengers 2. Well, I'm kind of disappointed that they're adding another villain. I really don't understand why they're gonna add a second villain when they should originally just base the entire movie off Ultron alone. Ultron is a just very powerful enemy, and I don't really see why they're gonna include more enemies within the film. I mean, I think they should just base it off Ultron alone. But my thoughts on the Avengers 2, I really cannot wait. I mean, we're a year away, and it's going to be one of the biggest movies in 2015. I mean, you have so many great 2015 movies lined up. Man of Steel 2, you have the new Fast and Furious movie, you have the new Star Wars movie, you have Ted 2. So many great things coming out, and I really cannot wait to see what they have in store for us, the consumers, because it's going to be a great year for movies, just like this year is going to be a great year for movies. So personally, the Avengers 2, I think it's going to be one of the most dominant films within the Hollywood industry when it drops, because it's going to be one of the most anticipated, especially after the first one. I really hope that they have a lot more action. I really hope that they have a lot more chaos within the film. I also really hope that Ultron actually puts the Avengers to work, because I do want to see an enemy come about that can actually match up to the likes of Hulk and Thor, and later on combat characters like Ant-Man and Doctor Strange and all that kind of stuff. So honestly, I just can't wait. I'm a little disappointed that Wolverine and Spider-Man may not be within the film. And it truly does suck, because I mean, what are the Avengers without Wolverine and Spider-Man? Just those characters consist of great talents. Like that group consists of such great characters like Wolverine and Spider-Man, and for them not to be in it is very disappointing. So overall, right now, my thoughts, I really cannot wait, and I really cannot wait to see it, because it's going to be that awesome. So To answer your third question, what was the funniest memory I've ever had? Well, as a child, I had dozens of them because, going to school all the time, you're running into different people, so you tend to have like, stupid moments and stuff like that. But when you're an adult, you tend to lose a lot of that funny stuff. But I don't know. At this point, I can't really recall anything. But I'm sure if something pops up, and then I'll just go on ahead and mention it because at this point, I really cannot recall anything at this point. To answer your fourth question, if a zombie apocalypse happened, that would spell disaster for everybody. What would I do? Well, I would pretty much use anything as a weapon. I pretty much made that clear in all of my fan mails. Every single time I answered a zombie question like this, I would use anything as a weapon. It wouldn't really matter to me. If I can get my hands on it, I'll use it as a weapon somehow, In terms of who would I help, I would help anybody, honestly, because the more people you have in your group, the better it is for your chances of survival. So, personally, I would definitely do that. I would not help Justin. Now, TKD rebounds, I would abandon his ass outside and watch him get mauled by zombies. Sorry, Justin. And I mean, I would love to save Paul, but unless Paul brings like food in my house, then sorry, buddy, you're staying on the other side of that barnyard. But honestly, if a zombie apocalypse happened, it all varies. It all varies to whether or not the zombies are slow, the zombies are fast, whether or not, the government is able to use nuclear weapons as defense and stuff like that. It all actually varies. So for me, if a zombie apocalypse happened right now while I was filming this, I'm telling you right now, I would grab my monitor and use that as a weapon. I mean, honestly, anything goes. So that's the first thing I would do. To answer your fifth question, if I was the creator of Dragon Ball Z, what changes would I make? Well, honestly, I would include a much bigger saga. I would include, well, after Kid Buu, I would include probably the Evil Saiyan saga or the God saga, sort of say. Actually, yeah, I would incorporate the God saga. That's the first thing I would do. And then after incorporating the God Saga, which includes Bills and Whis... No, actually, no, wait, hold on. Scratch that. No. Because I just thought about it. The God Saga would be the final saga because that pretty much would explain a lot. So before I did the God Saga, I would do the Resurrection Saga, which would be the resurrection of all evil characters like Broly and Bojack and Super Android 13 and Cooler and Cell and Frieza and Kid Buu and all that kind of stuff going up against the Z Fighters one more time. That includes, having Vegito in the mix and having him fight off all the characters and Gogeta and stuff like that. I would have it to where Broly ascended to a Super Saiyan 3. I would have some really interesting stuff. Future Trunks come back. But like I said, the God Saga would probably be the last saga I would include. Therefore, you have the Z Fighters taking on Bills and Whis and all of the other gods. I think that's very suitable for the fact that, gods are a symbol of the beginning and the end. So why not have the beginning and the end for that? So to answer your sixth question, I am more than willing to do that and be the voice of your fanfic. You're just going to have to let me know, a little bit more about what to do and how to do it. And I really hope you guys have everything set because, sometimes fanfics don't tend out to be really good. I'm not saying yours is not going to be good, but, in terms of animation, that is, you know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be, So let me know and that'll be it. So to answer your seventh question, I've said it a million times. I do believe Akira Toriyama should give his rights up because there are people out there that would do a better job and that would continue this series, and I do think some people deserve opportunity, whether it be me, whether it be some other person. It doesn't really matter as long as you give it to somebody who's willing to just go the extra mile and just provide something that is worth, remembering for the rest of your life, To answer your eighth question, how was Christmas? Christmas was okay. I mean, if you're talking 2013, it was pretty cool. The only thing I got for Christmas was an iPhone. That was it. I haven't had a phone in like 40 years. Especially a new one. I had the old iPhone 4 for like 4 years, and I got a little gift, and that was it. So I mean, other than that, everything else was boring, but this one was pretty good. So to answer your ninth question, Dragon Ball Epsilon is awesome. I just think they definitely need to continue more and just keep producing it because I don't see why they only have 2 episodes. That really sucks a lot, And I do think as a series, as a whole, they should definitely produce more rather than just procrastinating and just releasing one episode every 8 months and stuff. That's horrible. And to answer your final question, the voice of Titan, it's so simple. All you do is just go in Sony Vegas and you just mess around with the pitches. And there you have it. You have your voice. So thank you for the questions, Mr. Gaming, and I really hope you have a great weekend, man. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Joseph Melton, my boy. Hey, Alex, hope you're having an awesome day and happy 22nd. Thank you, man. And almost 2 years into your wrestling life. I've been in Fan Mail of the Week since, I think, episode 11. Anyway, man, before I start, all I have to say is thank you. I may never have met you in life, but you've helped me out since, because I was really in a dark place of my life, losing my grandpa and being toyed with from a girl. I really thought she was the one for me, and you just helped me crawl out of that hole to enjoy my life again and doing what makes me happy. You're welcome, man. No problem. Again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. No, really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for just giving me a reason to keep coming back here and doing this for you guys, because like I said, if I put a smile on somebody's face, my day is just completed, and if I die, at least I'll die happy. So alright, anyways, on to the questions. Question number 1: when you make it to WWE, have you ever thought of what kind of costume to wear? On your intro, would love to see you wrestle. Well, for WrestleMania, I mean that's every wrestler's dream. But question number 2: have you ever hit your breaking point with everything you do, man? That you would be a normal man and kill over? Well, I'll explain that. All right, question number 3: for the final god in DBZ, should he or she be as strong as pre-crisis Superman? Question 4: would you much rather have Master Chief or an Iron Man suit? Question 5: should Assassin's Creed make an online mode like GTA 5 did, but you have to start from the dumps and work your way up to becoming a master assassin and having your own brotherhood? Question 6: would you rather have a dream car and let it never go bad no matter what? What would you do in a gaming device that you can play in a game that has every... Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you mean. All right. And final question: you can only pick one. You're in your room with Vince McMahon and Akira Toriyama. Vince is offering you a WWE contract with money to keep you set for the rest of your life and a title shot at the main event of WrestleMania, and Mr. Toriyama is giving you the rights to Dragon Ball Z so you can make new shows, movies, characters, games, etc. What would you pick? Oh, shit. Anyways, that's all I have to say for this week. And when the new COD DLC come out, can I be the 4th guy in Extinction Mode on Xbox One? Sure, man. P.S. You should tell Sean that Johnny Depp's acting is believable as Hercules defeating Android. Oh, Hercule defeating Android 18. Damn, shots fired at Sean. Holy shit, he's gonna be pissed. Thank you for the questions, man. Really. All right. Well, to answer your first question, I did think about some stuff. I do want to wear traditional trunks and whatnot, knee pads, elbow pads, traditional boots. I want to keep it traditional, have my own style to it. In terms of music, not really entirely sure what I have to offer when I get to that level. If I ever get to that level, and I really depend on all of you for that, because like I said, my dream is to be in the WWE, and the only way I can get there is with your support and your blessings and your help. So that right there would mean the world to me. So honestly, in terms of intro music, I can't really say at this point because I don't know, what's to be by the time that even happens. So personally for me, I'm just going to have to wait and see what I have to do and what I can do when I'm there. I mean, if I'm there, I really hope so. To answer your second question, have I ever hit my breaking point with everything I do? Honestly, no. No, I've never hit my breaking point because I always strive to do better. I always strive to do as much as I can. And yeah, the only thing that sucks about everything that I do is the fact that my body gets tired. My eyes get tired. I physically get tired, but my spirit just keeps on doing it and doing it. Like, I wish that there was no such thing as sleep, because you guys would get 10 times more than I'm giving now, because I wouldn't have to worry about sleep. And I'm also doing stuff on the side, like working out and wrestling and practice and working, and then coming on here and just giving you guys the best that I can. And it's really overwhelming, but that just shows how hard of a worker I am, because I'm multitasking to the extreme, and I've never hit my breaking point because I don't believe that there is one for me. unless of course you have a gun to my head and something bad like that happens. But like I wouldn't consider myself beyond a normal man, because I am just a normal man, The only thing that probably makes me different than most people is the fact that I have more energy than other people, I'm more active in a certain sense, but I'm just a regular man. I mean, I'm not really something out of the ordinary. I'm not God. I'm not, anything special. I'm just a regular person who's trying to help people, who's trying to entertain people, who's trying to make people laugh and smile and pretty much question each other's opinions, and just have constructive criticism and just good overall agreements on stuff, like overall just build a community of just good people. So that's all I'm doing, honestly. I mean, really. So I mean, honestly, I'm surprised myself that I haven't killed over yet. So to answer your third question, the final god in DBZ, I do believe that they should be on par with pre-Crisis Superman, because pre-Crisis Superman was indestructible, literally. So I do believe that there should be a god in Dragon Ball Z who's pretty much indestructible, period. And I do think that would be a very interesting thing to see, because that right there would set it up for like the end all be all of like Dragon Ball Z, incorporating fusions and gods and like all sorts of things, Like, I think that would be extremely amazing. So to answer your fourth question, I would definitely go with Iron Man's suit, because Iron Man's able to fly, he's able to have all sorts of stuff, and you get to talk to Jarvis, so that's pretty cool. To answer your fifth question, Assassin's Creed should make an online mode similar to that. GTA 5 had a fantastic online mode, and I do think by having the option to work your way up is pretty cool, just like in GTA 5. So in terms of Assassin's Creed, I do think they should wait in terms of making another Assassin's Creed game until like next year or the year after, because they're releasing too many Assassin's Creed video games too soon. So just give it time, and then once it's credible again, just release it. To answer your sixth question, if I had a dream car and it would never go bad no matter what I do, or a game device that I can play any game, I would probably say a car that can never go bad, because at least then I can just take my car to California or something, just get it like souped up where I have like Xboxes and PlayStations in there and stuff like that. That's actually been one of my dreams, honestly, is to get like a bullshit car, go to like California to like one of those like car shops, like those Pimp My Ride car shops or whatever, and just like pay a shit ton of money to get my car souped up to the max, have like all sorts of great stuff in there, like TVs and controllers and just Wi-Fi and all that shit, being able to play online in your car. That's pretty cool. So I would definitely choose that. To answer your final question, honestly, I would go with WWE. I would go with the Vince McMahon, because this is why I say I wouldn't go with Akira Toriyama, because if I become a WWE superstar, I have title shots, I'm at WrestleMania, I make millions of dollars, and I decide to retire, I can always take my millions of dollars and go with Akira Toriyama and invest money into just producing more Dragon Ball Z content. So either way, it's a win-win situation. I would invest more time into that once I retire from WWE, and I would go into, that anime field, and I would just invest my hard-earned money into projects, and I would, convince Akira Toriyama, like, hey, listen, man, this is it, this is what we need to do, and just bada bing, bada boom. That's exactly what I would do. But honestly, I would have to say WWE. It's because it's my dream, and with that, once I'm done, I can just go into fields like that, like anime and stuff like that, and it'll be amazing, because from there you can just open up wonders. So, but once again, Joseph, thank you for the questions, man. I really hope you had a great week, and I continue to look forward to your messages, man. So thank you so much.
Hey, Alex, it's me once again. I just want to say thank you, man. Your video helped me a lot. Got me thinking. I'm out here, Wilson Park in Houston, Texas, on this nice, warm, windy weather. Very nice. I'm out here about to get my workout on. I ran over here, so just want to say thank you. Your video was very touching to me, I had to get up off my feet, get back in shape. I look up to you. You help people out with advice, and I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Until then, Alex, see you next time.
You see, that's exactly what I want to see, progression, and I'm telling you, man, like, don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't do something, not even yourself. I mean, yeah, you can always doubt yourself, you can always look down upon yourself, but I'm telling you right now, man, you just took one big step into making your life a lot better than what it is. And I'm telling you right now, your grandfather would be really proud of you, man. So I really hope you continue the hard work. I mean, yeah, it's not going to be easy. I'm just going to tell you that one more time, man. It's not going to be easy, and you're not going to see any change anytime soon, right? But over a period of time, if you keep doing what you're doing and you really push yourself, I'm talking about push yourself real hard, man, you will get very far in life. Mark my words when I say that, man. And it really makes me happy knowing that you've made a change, and I'm really happy for you, dude. Like, I really am. And now all you have to do is just continue that. And I'm telling you right now, you're going to turn those people who doubted you into believers, and you're really going to get far in life, man. So for that video that you just did, thank you so much, man, because that right there just means that I actually got, you know, something through somebody in a positive way, and through a positive message. So once again, man, thank you so much. And really just continue what you're doing, man, because I'm telling you right now, you're gonna bound to change someone's life one day. So thank you, man. So now moving on to the next question, which is from Mike. Hey Alex, I love your videos. Keep up the great work. Thank you, man. Question number 1. How come future Gohan was never informed about the hyperbolic time chamber? Question 2. Have you ever hated someone with a passion? Question 3. Will you get the iPhone 6? Those are it for now. Thanks for reading this PS. The fuck you around! The PS. PSS, can you guys unmute me in Mind Wars 5? Well, I never muted you in the first place, and that's all Vern. I don't know what the hell Vern does on his spare time, but damn it, Vern, if you're watching this, stop fucking doing shit to that, man. I jailed Vern one time, and he fucking cried the entire day. So anyways, to answer your first question, I do believe that future Gohan wasn't informed about the hyperbolic time chamber, maybe because it was destroyed by the androids, maybe because everybody wasn't really too much focused on that, or maybe Mr. Popo never told anybody about it, at least during that time, or maybe it happened so sudden that nobody even had a chance to even think about any other options except fighting. So in terms of future Gohan's situation, I do believe the only reason why he wasn't, you know, able to find out what the hell was going on was because either A, nobody had time to be informed, or option B, it was already destroyed by the time they even thought about it. So to answer your second question, yes, I have hated someone with a passion before, several people, and you can't really live life like that, you know. You can't live your life hating someone so much that, you know, you can't even think straight, you know. It's just that's not how life should be at all. And sometimes you're gonna have to swallow your pride and just accept the fact that, yeah, even though you despise them, life isn't all about, you know, hating someone. We're all human beings, you know. Like, why would you want to hate someone so much? So I mean, unless they've wronged you in a very unmitigated way, like for example, they killed someone of your family, or maybe they robbed millions of dollars from you, or maybe they stole your dream, they stole your ideas or something. But life shouldn't be about, you know, hating another person, you know. Like, I mean, yeah, I've hated several people. I've hated one kid that I used to know way back in the day. His name was Mikey. I used to hate him a lot because he was such a dick, and he was such a, you know, bipolar kid, and I really couldn't stand him because he was doing stuff to me, and I was just like, he was saying stuff to me, and I was like, you fucking idiot, you know, stuff like that. So and then there were other times, you know, with other people. So but now I don't really hate anybody at all, because that's not how I live my life. So to answer that question, have I hated people before? Yeah. Do I hate people now? No. So and to answer your final question, will I get the iPhone 6? No. I'm pretty good with my 5S for now. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get a new phone until like maybe 5 years from now. I'm set with the iPhone 5S. I'm not going anywhere. So, but once again, Mike, thank you for the questions, man. I really hope you have a great day. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Game Time X. Hi, Alex. It's been a while, and I just have 2 questions for you, man. Question number 1. Do you think we are going into World War III this year or next year due to all the recent threats of nuclear war and attack? Question number 2, what do you think of Godzilla 2014? All right, well, to answer your first question, honestly, man, there's just been so much backlash going back and forth with North Korea, with Iran, with China, with Russia, with the United States, with England. I mean, and then the UN getting involved. There's just so much stuff happening behind the scenes. Remember, guys, politics will forever be politics. And what I mean by that is people lie, people are corrupted, you know, people are blind. They don't see, you know, past, you know, the almighty dollar, so to say, because money ultimately runs the world, and that's what these people care about, you know. honestly, I really hope that we never enter World War III. I really, really hope that we never, ever enter World War III, because that'll mean the end of civilization. We're talking about bioweapons, neuron toxins. We're talking about nuclear warheads being launched left and right. We're talking about ballistic missiles. We're talking about, heavy artillery. Like, you have freaking tanks that are just indestructible in a sense. You have, all sorts of just crazy ass technology, crazy ass, you have military spy drones being converted into missiles. You have, the army wielding such powerful weapons like the Barrett 50 caliber sniper rifle, and you have, it's just all sorts of stuff that can clip you from any distance, and it's scary because, like, we made these weapons solely to combat other human beings. It's like, that really bothers me. It bothers me knowing the fact that we as a species have developed such a hatred toward one another, whether it be because of your race, your religion, your ethnicity, your I don't know, like the way, like where you live. It's like sometimes people have a problem with that. It's like if you live in let's say you're in Australia and you live in New Zealand, someone somewhere might have a problem with that. Or maybe if you live in the United States, somebody might have a problem with that, It's just so corrupt, and honestly, I really hope that we never enter a third world war, because I'm telling you all right now, we would all be dead. I mean, just think about how dangerous it would be to even like step outside. I mean, let alone inside your own house. I mean, you're not safe anywhere. You're not safe outside. You're not safe inside. You're not safe. You're not safe overseas. You're not safe anywhere. You're not even safe on the ocean. You're not safe anywhere, man. And we're talking about if these military armadas start launching EMPs, if they start launching, just all sorts of stuff. I mean, there's no way anybody could escape unless, of course, you're like maybe freaking 100, 200 feet below ground in a bunker somewhere. I mean, that's the only way you can survive, because at this point, it's just become so bad that I think ultimately we're all just going to destroy each other either way. And it really sucks because, I mean, life shouldn't be like that, But honestly, for World War III, I really hope it never happens. But it's sad to say that it will happen. One day, this will happen. I mean, it sucks. Even Albert Einstein himself said it, yeah. World War III would be bad, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones, because everything and everyone will be obliterated in the third one. So, my thoughts on it, it's just bad. I really hope that nothing of that magnitude ever ensues, ever. And to answer your last question about Godzilla 2014, I really, really, really cannot wait for that movie, because I keep hearing that there might be other Mutos in the film, and what I mean by that are other monsters. And I really hope that it's not just Godzilla versus humans. I really hope it's Godzilla versus another monster versus humans, It's like a triple threat, sort of say. It's like the humans fend for themselves, Godzilla fends for himself, and then the monster fends for himself. Everybody has something to do, And I really can't wait to see it. I actually might go see that movie twice, if anything, because I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a diehard Godzilla fan. But certainly after watching the trailers over and over and over again, it's certainly got me hyped up. I mean, we're only a few months away, so I really can't wait. So Godzilla 2014 is going to be such a phenomenal film. It's going to be way better than the 1998 version, that's for sure. And that's what makes it special. It's the fact that it's going to be better than its predecessors. So I really hope that they have Mutoses in the film. I really hope they have, other monsters, because what would be the point of just having Godzilla by himself? I mean, wouldn't it be awesome to see Godzilla combat other monsters, to see Godzilla just fight it off with some other creatures, maybe some insect-looking creature, maybe some like scorpion-looking creature, some moth-looking creature, some worm-looking creature, whatever the case may be, And there was a little teaser trailer where they depicted a multi-armed, Mutos monster. I mean, we don't know what it is. I mean, it could be something entirely different. It could be something, we've seen before, except maybe it's just modernized. So we're just going to have to wait and see. But overall, I mean, I really cannot wait to see what they have planned, because whatever they have planned, I am looking forward to. So, but once again, man, thank you for all the questions. It really means a lot. Anyways, everybody, thank you all for watching this episode of this week's Fan Mail of the Week. I am your host, UnrealEntGaming. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit it up with a like and a favorite. If you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe for all the latest news, information, and updates. I really hope you guys enjoy. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I really hope you guys send me more video format questions. That would be really cool. So, once again, God bless every single one of you. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode, guys. More videos headed your way, and I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you all later. Peace.